I think it's that time again. It's time to do a little. No, stop resetting and going up through all these splash screens. Oh my god. It gives you like 10 seconds, even if you've got the menu like out looking at stuff. So I have played a little bit of this game before. I don't know if the numbers on Steam are accurate necessarily, but it says I played it for like 30-40 minutes back in October. I thought I played it for longer than that, but whatever. This is a game that I'm interested in playing, but I specifically want to stream it because on PC this game behaves really weirdly. Like, you kind of can't play it in full screen because like whenever you go into a menu or something, the game just like completely changes the window that it's in. And so if I'm streaming and I'm gonna have like OBS and PNG Tuber Plus and all this other crap, like the chat and stuff on the screen. Damn it, it's resetting again. No. If I'm gonna have all this crap on the screen, I'm gonna want to play the game in windowed mode anyway. It's just gonna stay and not constantly mess stuff up. And like, I've tried a lot. I've tried like messing, like we can go into the settings here. The game doesn't even really have like graphics options, right? And like I tried, you know, what do they call it? The like auto run or whatever, right? Like on Steam in the game's properties, you can like set it to like, you know, only launch an exclusive full screen, skip the splash screens, all that kind of bullshit. A lot of games will let you do. And like you can make it launch a certain way, but as soon as you like enter a menu or something, it's just gonna revert. So like I said, I have played a little bit of this before, but we're just gonna start a new file. I have not played the original version of this game, which I believe was like a later like Genesis title. Someday. I'll probably play it someday. I just, as much as like the style of the original is like really cute, I also like, as much as some people don't like that they like remade it as like a 2.5D sort of thing, I honestly really like what they've done. Like I think that as far as like 2.5D games go, like I can understand this being disappointing to some coming from like the sprite art, but I honestly think that like just the color and how scrunkly everyone is, I think that this is one of like the cutest like 2.5D games I've ever seen. Look at the scrunkly. How could you not love the way that looks? Again, I am not gonna be reading the dialogue because that's like one of my like streamer pet peeves, is I hate when people just play a game with a bunch of dialogue and read all of it. You know, it is interesting, right? Like, you know, nobody wants a life like this for their dog. You know, it's because the game, it's in the title of the stream, right? The game's called Wonder Boy, but who's this, right? It's sort of like, oh, is there gender going on with like the expectations of heroism? No, I don't think the game is really gonna tackle that in any like particularly meaningful way. Like obviously, like art's complicated. You can read into stuff for sure. Like if you really want the game to like be about stuff like that, but I don't know how intentional any of that really is. If I was trying to play this game just like for fun, and I was like trying to like full screen this game like on like my TV that I have the PC hooked up to instead of the monitors here, every time that I pause like this, it would like go out of full screen mode. And so that's like 99% of the way or the reason rather that I'm streaming this is just because it's the only way that I can put up with just playing the game in windowed mode, and I'm not going to bother like going back in here and putting it back into full screen. Damn it, I forgot B is the confirm button in the menus in this. Yeah, right, like I just tried to hit A to confirm there, and it like brought it brought it down to the no there. Pink cow? Pink cow? What is this? Freaking Story of Seasons? I've never played any of those. I think I probably played like one of the old ass Harvest Moons on like an emulator like literally 20 years ago or some shit, but I've never really put time into one of those games. I kind of want to make like a side-scrolling Zelda 2 sort of action RPG kind of thing. I haven't been feeling super great about Project Pollen the game I've been working on lately, because it's just too time consuming. Like it literally takes like an hour to make one frame of sprite animation for the like claymation characters and stuff, and it's just the kind of thing where like it takes so much more time than every other part of making the game that I'm just like, this is something I want to do someday, but if I like actually want to like make something and finish it, like I need to find a different like art asset pipeline. And I wonder if making a game more like in the style of like my little PNG tuber character here, if maybe that would make a little more sense. You gotta do the DuckTales. This character has green hair. You know who else had green hair for a little bit? Anne of Green Gables. I've been watching both the 80s miniseries, which I finished, and the 1979 anime adaptation, which was directed by Isao Takahata, who directed, so far, I've been watching a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies this year for the first time. Before this year, I'd only ever seen Kiki's Delivery Service. And so far, Isao Takahata's movies have like mostly been my favorites. I really liked Grave of the Fireflies and The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, but I don't know, because it's been long enough since I've seen some of them now, because I think I watched only yesterday in like March or April, but I think so far it's probably my favorite. But the differences between the two adaptations of Anne of Green Gables are just like nuts. Oh, those, okay. I feel like those like balls that the mushroom enemies make, they like don't look dangerous enough. They kind of just look like collectibles like everything else, or at the very least like they don't look like they would hurt you. They look like maybe they would like inflict some kind of like status ailment or something. So again, I have played a little bit of this. Like once we get to like the desert town, that's about the point in the game where it'll be stuff that's new to me again. I just didn't want to start there because it's been like more than half a year since I played that file, and I kind of wanted to like have an idea of what I'm doing because I don't really remember what the game's deal is, other than there's something bad is happening and you're gonna save the world by going on little 2D dungeon adventures. So are the blue hearts, am I remembering correctly that the blue hearts are like temporary health that you have like specifically for this level or something? You can't even read the loading screen tips on a decent computer because they're just gone. The loading screens are just gone immediately. What did the sage have to say? Anything important? No, just, hey, this is a level. It's probably the toughest thing you've seen in the game yet. Not that it's particularly tough at all, I don't think. I feel like it basically goes without saying because it's so obvious, but the chest opening animation is so awesome. It's so cute. More games need to just have like collectibles explode all over the screen. It's so fun. I'm a little confused about like what time period this game is supposed to take place in, just because like they have fans. Okay, is this anything? This chain here? No, those must just be decorations. Like, how do they have propeller fans? Is this not like some kind of magical ancient time? I know what the secret is. It's a video game. It's not real. They almost certainly just kind of put whatever art assets they could make and thought would look cool. And that's fine. It's literally fine to make a game that way. I was like shocked by, I actually want to look it up. I want to look it up right now. What is this game's Metacritic score? Because I feel like I remember it being not great at all. Yeah, this game has a 66 on Metacritic and the user score is identical to the Metascore. And that seems crazy to me just because like, sure, I guess I could understand this like being disappointing compared to the original. I could understand thinking it's like mid or whatever, but like, you know how video game scores are. 60s is like a bad game. I guess, right? Like it does have like the full screen resolution problems on PC. Maybe there were people who docked like technical points off of it for that. But I just feel like on the level of being like a competent, fun game, like I don't see how this got like less than like a high 70s, but I don't know, maybe later on it gets really crappy. That'd be kind of fun. So now we're on like a proper new floor. We got a locked door. Let's see what we've got over here. Another wolf man. Ooh. That's fun. I assume that at some point there's going to be an actual utility to like bouncing off stuff and having that sort of jump there, but right now it's just kind of a fun animation that can happen, I suppose. And there's the key. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's Art Dink. They've got art in the name and they've got Dink. They make dinky little art games. I know that art game has kind of like a certain connotation that I think most people would say this is below, but I just mean that like this is just so clearly like a well-made cute little thing. I don't know. These guys, they made the freaking like Dragon Quests, the like remakes. It's awesome to have like a 2.5D little action adventure game in that style. Is this how I magical hit? Is it hold left trigger? I don't know. Okay, yeah, left trigger is magical hit. Pepalogu I don't have yet. I know from the trailers and stuff that Pepalogu is like your little goober. So don't go in there. They'll drop you back down. Oop. Does magical hit do more damage? Like marginally maybe. I'm like almost dead now. Oops. Oh well. That's probably exactly why they give you the elixir there, is because they know that that's gonna happen. They know that you're gonna run into this big enemy that does a lot of damage, it's hard to fight, takes a lot of hits, and you haven't seen it before and don't know how to deal with it. And they give you some health. Can I just go up? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was, oh. Damn it. I wasn't sure if that was still close enough that it would hurt me. Because it does look like those spikes are like intersecting with her pants and stuff, but it's just that the hitboxes are smaller than that. What's this? Parts. What is the green? I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna buy the green just to see what it is. Oh, that's it? That's kind of boring. Okay, yes, you can down A through these. In fact, that's probably exactly, never mind. I was gonna say that's probably exactly what this is. I'm gonna go through this door and there's gonna be a thing and then I'm gonna have to go back, but no, that's where the boss is. I'm focused on this like baby boss fight that seems to have one move. It was a Genesis game, okay? And like, let's be honest, the Wonder Boy games, they were interesting for sure, but like they were not the most complicated things in the world in terms of like bosses and stuff, really, in a lot of ways. Like, how much I missed one blue thing in the tower. That's so unfortunate. Sorry, every time. That's another thing on like a technical level about this game that I'm not a huge fan of, is every single time that you like click off of it to do something, because I'm streaming and I might need to go click on OBS for something or whatever, the game just like freezes if it's not in focus. Okay, so now we're pretty much at the point where we're gonna see new stuff. I think I've been in the town a little bit the last time I played this, pretty much just to kind of see what the deal is, find some items and stuff. But the next time, for sure, the next time that we actually start like dungeoneering again, it'll all be new to me. I do think Pepalogus are cute. They're little scrimblows, and little scrimblows are my very favorite. What? Oh, that's right. This is a whole thing with this game, is that there's this, I don't know, I find it sort of awkward perhaps, but this like, I don't know, like Virtual Boy Wario Land, like background foreground traversal sort of thing that's going on. I wonder if, was this element of the game like in the original, and like how did they do it? You gotta go like all the way back too if you fall off. I don't know, maybe this stuff like this might be the kind of reason that people didn't really like the game, is just because this is a sort of old-fashioned method of like making a game like this longer. What do these people have to say? So far nobody really seems to have good information on like what I'm actually supposed to be doing at this point, but there's still places to go, people to talk to. I'm sure the sage there will have something important to say. Okay, you know, I read that first line of dialogue and I was like, there's a couple jokes to make there, but I don't know. Trying to do anything with it's too on the nose. Well, surely there'll be something with that eventually. Oh, I can't go forward from there? Oh, there's a chest here. What about here? How do I get out of the background? I have to go all the way back. Let's see what's in these other houses. Oh, I've already been in that one. I think it's just, is it just like the shops way over here I haven't been in yet? Let's see what we've got. I can't afford anything. I don't really want to buy either of these. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen at some point playing this game. I didn't think it would happen that soon. I hit B wanting to cancel, but B is the confirm button. Oops. Which one did I even buy? Flame? Okay. Well, I really hope that Flame is the next like enemy type we're gonna be dealing with. Okay. Yeah, they were saying the like Holy Spring could heal you. Okay, we've got to go to the palace. I need, like, next time combat happens, I need to, like, actually remember that the shield is there, probably for, like, a reason or something. Zeldo! I think these two should be scrunkly together. The four spirits. Are we learning about the MacGuffins? We're gonna go save the Earth MacGuffin character? Yeah, they couldn't have done stuff like this on the Genesis, right? With the perspective and all that? I mean, I don't know, who knows? The holy water. Okay, so I assume Pepelogos probably come from the Pepe fruit tree. So my guess is what's going to happen is... My guess is the idea is that at some point I'm gonna go like up to that tree. There's gonna be an egg, and then I've got to like take it to the spring or whatever. And then I'll get the little blue Scrimblow from the trailers and stuff. Well, that's a neat little thing to find. Okay, is this like the world? Is it safe to assume that the spirally tower there is the one that I've already done? And so now from here on out, we've got this desert place I'm in now, a flying palace, a volcano, the pyramids, and whatever temple or something is on the island. Obviously there was an NPC earlier where like there was some very straightforward self-awareness about it, but I do think it's extremely funny. Oh, we just got the egg here. I thought that we were gonna have like a thing happen as far as the egg went, but whatever. It doesn't matter, we got it. I assume this is just like the, you know, the thing that the Final Fantasies and the Dragon Quests do. Is that just something we can sell? Right, where you get your quest and then it's like, yeah, go fucking grab some things from the castle, some treasures that you can use to fight the bad guys. I really have to wonder like if they did anything like this and how in the original, just because like this is so close to like how like a Dragon Quest or a Final Fantasy would do like this kind of gameplay sequence. I have to assume it's probably like the hub worlds and like stuff like the Mega Man Zero and ZX games, right? Whether it's like Guardian HQ or the Resistance headquarters or Area Zero, right? Where that you probably just like go in and out of doors to get to different rooms where stuff happens. I'll want better armor? Well, where would I get that? So can I take my egg to this? Is that the idea? Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna get my little scrunky Scrimbo, my little Phoebe Booba. Does anyone even remember that meme? Does anyone even know what I'm talking about? That fucking, you are so Scrimbo. You are like Phoebe Booba. What about that one that's like, oh, the boinky sponge, crinkly do. The Schrunkle Scrimblow. That's exactly what this character is. This is the Schrunkle Scrimblow. They should make a whole game where you play as this guy in 3D and you jump around. What do I do with this guy? Okay, I can throw him. Whistle. While I'm holding him, I can float a little bit. I just had the idea of like saying something along the lines of like, oh, this game's kind of a collectathon platformer. And it's just, I hate that fucking like Steam genre tags mindset of categorizing games where like we just kind of ignore that words have like connotations. Oh, right. Someone wealthy might buy the thing. So where's that lady? Right, like, oh, any game that has jumping in it at all and is in 3D, which is most video games, yeah, that's a 3D platformer. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Yeah, that's a 3D platformer. Oh, I don't quite... What do I have right now? Okay, so this one, this has the base attack power is the same, but I can charge up a better magical hit and do it faster. I want to see if having these is enough. Because the sage outside the dungeon is saying I need better equipment. Oh, okay, yeah, he's not even here now. Oh, is this... Okay, yeah, that's the Earth Medallion. So it's probably, I have to find the medallion to interact with these, and they probably just like bring me to the levels now. We're Demon Souls. It's straight up Demon Souls. These are the Archstones. But I've read shit online of people so like grossly misusing the term collectathon, right? Because a collectathon like specifically means like a 3D platformer where like the central progression is like you are gated by how many MacGuffins you have. And the goals of each of the levels are to collect MacGuffins that let you progress. That's what a collectathon is. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so that's what the like actual use for like the somersault jump is. That's so cool. Oh, this game rules. But I've seen people call like, oh yeah, Diablo 2, that's a collectathon because like you collect a bunch of stuff, right? And it's like by that logic, like fucking Borderlands is a collectathon, and that's just not an ideology that I can accept. It's not true. It can't be. They're doing like so much with so little, like with this background. Everything in this game just looks fucking awesome. Like this is the kind of game where like obviously like standards for like different categories of game are kind of like different, but like it's gotta just be like the fact that it is an art dink remake of like a beloved retro game that like people aren't a huge fan of this, because you know if this was an indie game that just came out of nowhere by like a studio that people didn't really know about, like people would have gone nuts over this. People would have thought this was like fucking Silksong. Not quite Silksong, you know, Silksong. I haven't played it. I played Hollow Knight. Oh, I should have double jumped. Whatever. It's just the kind of thing where if expectations were lower for a game like this, people would have ate it up. I think if you come into it like me, just kind of wanting to play a cute game and have a good time, I think that is what you'll get. So obviously there's something up there. I'm gonna assume that's danger. That seems like a safe bet, or rather an unsafe bet because it's dangerous. Or maybe you have to go down there, yeah. I thought that you would have had to go up, but apparently not. Can I like not? Okay, yeah, you can block that. It just, well, never fucking mind. I guess it depends. It's just like, I was gonna say it's just like fucking blocking the giant lasers in Spark 2, where you just have to block the thing like a bajillion times. So clearly there's like multiple hitboxes, where it seems like the like fist hitbox, or maybe it's probably that like the hitbox is the mace. Like it's probably like the shield has like a block hitbox, and then you have your actual like hurt box. And then I bet if you're too close to the enemy, their weapon probably goes behind the shield and it doesn't block. But then you get hurt, you get knocked back, and then the shield is intersecting. So that's probably why it happened the way that it did right there. I need to remember that the magical hit exists. Is the bomb literally just like a one-time use, like basically gag key for this door? You know, I guess something like that. That is the kind of thing where like in a Sprite game, I think that that's a cuter gag. Zelda 2 like 100% came out before DuckTales, right? And had like the downward thrust attack. I just think it's kind of funny that like that just is the DuckTales maneuver, you know? Like it's not the Zelda 2 down thrust, it's the DuckTales. And you don't even need to like specify anything beyond that. Now I saw, yeah, I could have waited a little more, but yeah, I knew that you could do this from seeing it in the trailer. Gotta like keep in mind that there's like weird stuff like that, weird ways that Peppa Legoo can interact with stuff in the world. Like apparently Peppa Legoo is so indestructible that fucking lava can't do anything to him. Do we have to like find more bombs in order to do stuff like that? I'm not gonna buy more health stuff yet. Maybe people don't like this game because of like stuff like this. But I mean, like, people liked Dragon's Trap, and it has a lot of that, like, very early repeating corridor, quote unquote, Metroidvania kind of thing going on. Like, is it really just as simple as people like sprite art more than 2.5D, even when it's 2.5D that's like pretty cute and well done? Like, straight up, I think that this game looks better than like fucking Bloodstained Ritual of the Night or something, you know? Like, I don't think that this game is like at all like a Mighty Number 9 situation where it's like a kind of sloppy 2.5D. Like, I think that this literally just looks fine. I guess one complaint I do have, I'm not a big fan of the double tap to run. It's whatever. There's games where I can put up with it, and I think this is one of them. Like, Kirby uses double tap to run, and it's literally fine. It's like fun and tactile. I think double tapping for like a continuous run until that you either stop or change directions is a lot more tolerable than like games where you have like a limited dash. Oh, Pebble Lagoon can destroy those. Oh, you know what though? I bet. Yeah, it's like Kirby Umbrella. Aha, I knew they were gonna bring back the falling rocks eventually. One thing I do kind of feel like this game is missing, I wish that you could more easily, like, I mean, I don't even think you can at all. I wish you could look up and down to like see like, oh, there's a hazard below me, or there isn't, and it's safe to drop down. But like pressing up and down doesn't really do any of that. I assume it's because down is the shield button, but then it's like there are other ways you could do it. Like, I know like Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is like in a lot of ways a pretty similar game to this, and it has you know, like if a pit is bottomless and it'll kill you, it has like fucking death miasma coming out of it with little skull icons or whatever. They could have done something like that here, but they didn't. I need to keep in mind that you can hold the attack button. That there was almost certainly something up and to the left there, and I just had to know it was there and like hang to that side while falling down. And that shit is so lame. Something worth dancing about. A bomb is something worth dancing about. Oh, that one was, it's weird. Like, so it looks like this jump here, that looks like you wouldn't be able to make it. Going from this platform to up here without the double jump, like you just barely like snap onto it at the like apex of your jump, but then you can't make this one without Pebble Lagoon. I'm sure that like I have to be just like running past all kinds of stuff, but whatever. I'm sure that the ultimate goal was just to bring the bomb here. What are you gonna do? Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, so we do have like magical protection. Okay, so I think we wanna stay, damn, we wanna stay like kinda close in order to be able to either jump over or run under the fireball. There we go. Oh, was that like not the boss? I was wondering why we got health and not money for killing it. Like, I wasn't sure, maybe it's just that like we had lost enough health that's just how the drops went. Whoa, spooky ghost. Oh, we can't go back out? There were platforms to the side over there. I mean, I guess they were probably just part of the boss arena. We've almost got enough money to get the better sword. I wonder when our magical protection refills. Like, is it just whenever our magical hit refills, the protection does too, or what? So presumably we're gonna go in here, we're gonna get a bomb, and then we're gonna go back. What a surprise. Oh, a new guy. A worm. Oh, they're like indestructible when they're in ball form. They're not too scary though. I don't suppose Pebble Lagoon can like hurt enemies, can he? I kind of hate like how simple these enemies are and how like it's still so tough to deal with them. You know, like it's not like the enemies in like fucking Gimmick or something where like they are basically programmed to like read your inputs and be assholes to you based on that. Like these guys are literally just, they have one thing that they're gonna do, and it's just like your like most basic impulses are going to like fight against what you actually have to do to deal with them, those little worm guys. Like you want to just kind of stay still and let them jump over you, but like your gut is gonna say, no, run at them, try to get a hit in, or oh, they're gonna roll at you, jump over them. But no, you kind of just want to stay still and let them do their thing. Oh my god, oh no. Similar with these guys, they just kind of punch the ground and you kind of just can stand next to them and mash. Oh, that was so close. That like actually should have been death probably. Oh, thank god. So if they're giving me an elixir, does that mean that like we're almost at the boss? Could it be? Or is that something that's too good to be true? Another game with this Breath of the Wild gliding. I can't believe it. That's a joke. Oh, hell yeah, another one. So I thought that like the blue hearts, it's probably just, you know, from making assumptions based on playing too much fucking Binding of Isaac. But I thought like since they were a different color, there would be something different about them. Like they would like go away. Like I thought that they were like a per level sort of thing or something, where like once we finished one dungeon, we'd have to start collecting blue stuff again to like start having more health. But it kind of just seems like it just is our health and there's two colors of hearts for no real reason. It probably literally is as simple as these 4 dungeons are just going to be most of the game now, but I am a little surprised by like how big this place is. That might be part of the disappointment some people had with the game too, is just the fact that like you're spending so much time in areas that are, you know, mostly made up of the same handful of assets, platforms, backgrounds. Like once you enter a new area, it seems like there's not going to be that much visual variety within that area, but like it definitely doesn't look bad. And it's not like this was even like a full price game or anything. I don't know. The way that the camera was behaving there was so weird that I was honestly kind of doubting that you could even get on top of that like pillar. That's a lot of money. And I got an ingot too, so I'm gonna be able to give one to that rich lady, I think, to get even more. I'm just wondering, like, what do I need all this money for? Like, I'm sure there's gonna be more upgrades and stuff beyond like what's in the town now. I'm just wondering how much. Like, is this game going to reach a point where like it properly like becomes a grind or something? I'm gonna be straight up. When that worm attacked me when I came in to the room, I straight up like was not looking at the screen and dodged the attack anyway, because staying still is how you dodge those guys. Oh, if only they were selling like consumables, like herbs or something. The fact that those are all just like fill your hearts now means that like I don't want those. I don't have a use for that. Where's the game audio? Oh, I guess I just hadn't noticed until now that the game audio goes away if you're paused. Where are we going? We're hitting buttons. I like the way Peppalugu hits the button with his tongue. That's cute. Come on, Spoopy Ghost. Oh, I thought maybe you could stand on the switch and that was how you were supposed to get to that platform up there. Oh, you know what? It's probably literally just you hit the switch and then the fucking block comes out and then you can reach it. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb gamer. I'm sorry. I don't know how to gaming. I don't know how games work. Oh, okay, so you can hit them and then they come out of their spike ball. Or if they're like already rolling, you can knock them away. There's a lot of like, as much as this game is like pretty simple, there are honestly a lot of cool, like different interactions just in like the base mechanics. Whoa, I did not think I was gonna be dropping that far down, that's for sure. Where are we going? What are you doing here? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, you can go down under these. That's all that for one blue thing? Whatever. Ah, I thought I could make it just a little too fast. Oh shit, I didn't even realize until after Peppalugu hit it that that was a fucking fire spewer. I'm really glad that I correctly assumed that a platform was gonna come out of the lava right there. Damn it! No, no! Okay, so there are like little sparks coming out of the lava on the areas where the little Mario fireballs come out. Is this back around where I fell into the lava? Yeah, I'll proceed. This is cute. This is funny. This guy like doesn't seem that tough. It just seems like it's hard to tell, damn, like how close you can get to like his arms and stuff before it becomes a problem. Like he has so much wind up for those attacks that it's like they're never in a million years actually gonna hit you. Oh, is it not over? Never mind. Maybe this shit is hard if it just keeps going. Okay, that seems like it's it. That's not too tough. I do like the little chime when stuff appears. I like this little dragon. Will that refill my blues? Yeah. So yeah, I assume that even though we did have that little bit at the start of the game, I assume that this is just going to be, where's the fucking weapon guy? And then, Yeah, I can still afford that. And then I should have an ingot to give to the rich lady, right? Pa has the best voice, but Pei is also very good. Pei's fluffy coat is second best. Do you want to buy my ingot? Okay. I was worried for a second. Am I gonna have to find somewhere else to buy my ingots? Or to sell them, rather? Okay, we can come up here now. Look at this guy. This is definitely one of the evil wizards, right? He has the same, like, headband thing, and he's named Suspicious Man, and he's wondering about the Flame Wizard. Same with this guy. That's pretty funny, just having the fucking main villains of the game just kind of hanging out. Oh, and there's oh, are they literally? Oh my god. The Flame Wizard was the shop guy here with the Pepelagoose, wasn't he? And now that he's been defeated, we can enter the building, which let us just take the medallion from the bad guys to get to the next level. And so I bet this guy is the boss of the next level. And when we beat him, we'll be able to go upstairs and get the next one. You know, I had been thinking before, like, oh, this game has like a pretty good, like, sort of self-aware sense of humor, but now it's just like, this is actually awesome. Okay, so our like pink hearts are determined by our equipment and the blue ones are determined by the collectibles we find. So that's all that the difference is. It just seems a little silly. In fact, it actually seems like it would be the other way around, right? That like the pink hearts would represent like an innate quality of the character, which would be upgraded by like collecting currency or experience, and that the blue hearts would be like representative of like armor from your equipment. Whatever, it's a video game from like 1994 or whatever. They might have had some different design intentions in mind or whatever. I just want to check real quick and see if they have anything new to say. My guess is no. My guess is that they're still just saying like, yeah, pretty much just, hey, you beat level 1, but the world is super not saved yet. Go back. What? Okay, well, you have to give him the fruit. And I know where the tree is. We have to go all the way to the edge of town so that we can go around. Actually, my guess is that that's too far, but I want to give it a try. I want to see what happens if we try doing like a glide and double jump from up here, just to see if we can get up there, right? This is where we'd want to go, like here. Okay, we can get the blue, but we can't reach up there because presumably getting all the way up there is that's how we're gonna get our next medallion after the next level. So now we gotta go all the way across town again the other way, right? I think this was where the tree was. It was either this way or it was going up the rich lady's house and then across through like the middle of the background, but I think this is the way. Yeah, here's the tree. She's so funny and small. What does the fruit do? What's different about him? I don't really understand what we just did or why we had to do that, but I'm glad that the sage is out of the way and will let us go to the next level. That's something. Now we gotta go all the way across town again in a big old loop. That's, yeah, it's so convenient. The gate was closed and it'll never be closed again, except when you fucking stand in front of it, you asshole. I assume we're gonna want the Thunder Shield this time. So we're going to Moon World now. I guess it's not Demon Souls, because in Demon Souls, once you did the first one, once you went to Boletaria, you could go to any of the other ones. Can't do that here. You gotta do them in linear order. That's how you know that this game is old and crusty and stupid and bad. Come on, game designers, get it together, etc. What does this have to do with the moon? I mean, it's pretty, it's great. I love the way this level looks. What's it got to do with the moon? And clearly these slimes are thunder element. So yes, this shield is the one we want. So much coins. Ooh, a big one. Wow, even a magical hit with our new like upgraded sword is not enough to kill one of those big ones. Is there any, like, what did giving Pepelagoo the fruit do? Did it do anything? I don't know. Okay, you see, I saw in the trailer that some of those will turn into enemies, but some of them will also just be statues that you can break. Okay, so here's an actual enemy. This game's so cool. Like, it's not the most revolutionary thing in the world. It's not doing just like crazy, unbelievable things. Even honestly, for like whenever this came out on Genesis, the original version of this game, even back then, it probably wasn't really doing anything that exciting in the grand scheme of things, just as far as like action platformer, Metroidvania, action RPG, like whatever you want to call this, right? So I assume that that literally just means go behind all these, but it's just fun. It's just well made and fun. Okay, it's probably I apologize, it's probably somewhat, I don't know, passe commentary to like play a game that's like generally not super well regarded and just be like, but it's fun though. But like, it is though. Okay, I wanted to see how much control did I have in the water, and the answer is not a lot. Are you supposed to be able to just brute force your way to the other side of this? Oh, is this just the entrance? This is just the entrance. So the sage's hint was that Peplugu can extinguish small flames. Like this one? Is that like hypothetically what the fruit did? Is it gave Peplugu the ability to like exhale air? Okay, I guess, yeah, I can see how this is the moon level because tides and stuff, right? She's a splishy splashington. I wonder if, right, doing the first main level, I just had like the barely upgraded sword that gives you like slightly better magic attacks. I wonder if now for this level, the fact that I have the best sword that I can have at this point in the game, if that's gonna make this level like much easier, at least as far as combat goes, compared to how the last one was. There's gotta be a way, right? Surely you can like jump out of that or something. Like the fact that I'm like one-shotting these ghosts, or the fact that like I don't even know what these plant guys like do, just because I've been able to kill them fast enough. Can you do anything with that? No, you just like fire. You can't do anything about it. So I was saying before, we could fill up a bucket of water. So I assume that the idea now is we want to find a bucket, fill it up with water, and put that fire out so that we can go somewhere and do something. Do you have any items? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna buy one of these. So I have an elixir and an herb. So I have at least a little bit of health recovery if things get hairy, but not a ton. Oh, well, I feel like I'm going very far, you know? Like I feel like I hit a point where I felt like I messed up and it was like, oh, okay, now I'm like on a loop where eventually I'll get back to like where I actually want to be. But now it just keeps going and I keep finding like forks in the road and stuff. So yeah, we definitely like need a bucket to use that or something. There was a blue thing up here. I already got it. It felt like somewhere around here. Like, can I jump? Okay, yeah, I can jump out of there. I don't suppose this is the bucket? No, but it is more health and that's useful. That was like quite a few of those blue tears. That was probably like most of the ones that are hidden in this level. Like, does the pause? No, they only tell you how many of this level's things you found like at the end when, you know, they give it to you as like a score. This could be one of the things that people don't really like about the game, is just the fact that like insofar as it is kind of this like light Metroidvania exploratory action platformer, it is this sort of thing where like the main way that they have you do backtracking is, no shit, yeah, oh, I'm back here again, is just that they construct like the level out of loops that it is possible to make a mistake and not break out of, right? So like instead of like in an ideal like Metroidvania type of game, you know, you have this experience of like, oh, I got a new thing and now I can interact with the level in a new way. But this is very much like it's just locks and keys, and it's just like this is the loop is completely linear, right? Like I'm not making any decisions right now. I just have to do this same linear part of the level again until I'm able to do it correctly and go down the path that I mistakenly didn't go down last time. So this time, now that I know what's going on, I have to jump up here, and this is probably the bucket. Yep, that's the bucket. So now that we have the bucket, oh, don't tell me the bucket is at the start of this loop, isn't it? So we still have to go through this whole thing again. I'm still choosing to have a fun time, but I'm understanding. I'm understanding the problems that people might have with this. Because I'm the kind of person where I don't really mind backtracking just like in general. It's not the kind of thing that like is gonna upset me if a game has me do it. Like I understand that like if you have a game where you're gonna where exploration and like finding new items to solve problems with is like gonna be an aspect of the gameplay at all, like you are just going to have situations where you need to go to the same place more than once and maybe even interact with it in more or less the same ways each time. But again, because these are just linear loops where you either succeed or fail at the thing that you need to do to progress, and each time you fail you need to go through that loop again, completely linear, completely the same every time, I can definitely see why even people who aren't completely against backtracking but aren't as unfazed by it as someone like me, I could see why people could not really vibe with this potentially. I do like that for a lot of the enemies in this game, it seems to be that like bouncing off of them with that somersault jump is just what happens instead of like taking contact damage, because especially in these kinds of like action platformers, I feel like contact damage is always just such a cheap aspect of the gameplay. Oh, and now we've got pick a path level design. The pieces are clicking together. I get it. I'm still not hating it, right? Because like, you know, I've made a couple 2D platformers. I understand that like designing levels is hard and that sometimes you just make something kind of bad or mean just because like you have to do something different or the player's gonna fall asleep. But I don't love it. Whatever, let's pick another path and just see what happens. Oh, a new kind of slime. Shit, that is not where I wanted to go. Let's try this again. I want to see if it's possible to go up here. Okay. Oh, but the thing is, right, this isn't anything though, is it? This is just where I came from. Yeah, this is where we had to use the bucket last time. Let's pick another path. I'm pretty sure the like second one on the left is the one where we like accidentally went the wrong. Oh, and this is just the first path again. So path 4 is like definitely nothing. But 2, shit, oh, no, I should take it. I should take path 4 so that I can get back there quicker and remember to jump out this time and see if there's anything interesting there, right? So it's like right here, mashing A, mashing A, mashing A. Okay, okay, but that's just gonna deposit us here from somewhere else. Okay, so let's do it again and try mashing A to the left. Yeah, I'm getting it. You know, we're combining these like recursive linear loops with the pick a path. I'm really starting to see how someone could find this frustrating. Oh, there's nothing. This is just like a dead end of the pick a path, presumably. Just like 4 paths I haven't been down yet. Okay, well that's lame. I think it was this one, right? Where I like accidentally went the... No, that's what that is. God damn it. So I don't think I have been down path 3 then yet, right? Oh wait, no, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, now I just don't know where the fuck I'm going. Honestly. Let's go down path 1 again and see if there's just like something I'm completely forgetting that we went past at some point. Oh, I think I just never went over here is what's going on. Oh, that was probably a waste. I probably need to go back and I need to go back and fill the bucket again. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. You know, they always do say that in like a Zelda type game, right? The water dungeons are the worst. So maybe after this level, the game will, you know, not be looping pick a path bullshit. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd be willing to just bet on it. I do think, right, that like after this level, I presume that that's like the halfway point of the game, right? So I think that this game is like short enough and I am having enough fun that I would want to beat it. But I probably will end the stream after this level just to, you know, take a break and finish it some other day. Oh, damn it. Really? Hitting a fucking Mario ass zappy ball is like a void out. It's not just, oh, you took a little hit stun and lost a heart. It's like straight up like, nope, back to the checkpoint with you. That's kind of lame. Oh, damn it. Oh my God. I feel like if they wanted to modernize this game, which I don't, God damn it. I don't necessarily, oh my God. I don't necessarily think was like a goal that was high on their list of priorities, but I do think that like it might have made sense, right, with Pepe Le Pew's hover to just let you press R in midair to start using it. Or even, well, actually, yeah, now that I say it out loud and start thinking about like the fucking state machine of the game and all that, there is the element of like, well, Pepe Le Pew had Pepe Le Glue factory. That's where they're sending him. Because R, right, there is, you have the glide from holding Pepe Le Pew, but then you also have the double jump. So you have the question of like, okay, if you're gonna have R be your Pepe Le Pew button and you're gonna have it be possible to do actions in midair while not already holding Pepe Le Pew from grabbing him on the ground, what's going to be your glide button and what's going to be your double jump button? And there's solutions that you could come up with, but I don't know. I have a feeling that they probably just considered some of them to be sort of at odds with, you know, the game design of, you know, a game from 1994 or whatever. Okay, so I think it seems obvious that we are supposed to try and go all the way to the left in that room. I wonder if we could go even further than that. Like, it kind of seems like this probably is progress, but I wonder if there was a way to go even further past that last water jet. I probably should have gone in that pipe. Oh well. I'm hoping I probably just missed like a couple blue things, but you know. Oh, we got baby burbs. God fucking damn it. I do like that it doesn't seem to expend your magical hit unless you like actually deal damage. I don't like this boss. I don't like this boss is more like in like the gimmick territory of just like, it feels like it's reading your inputs and behaving in weird ass ways. Stream Sanctuary. I hope someday if people actually watch it, which I assume they're not because there's no one in chat, I hope that people see my stream as some kind of sanctuary. Sorry, that's a dumb joke. I have to imagine that in the 2D version as well, it's probably a lot more obvious that the torches are like interactable objects, because they kind of just seem like, you know, just a random part of the background in this. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to jump up there, but it was worth a shot.
Yes.
That's my reaction when I get water. I have water right here. Who's this guy? This is pretty funny. So we have no water because we just used it to put out a fire. The guy literally, like his dialogue box, his name is Bearded Man on the Verge of Death. What could possibly happen when we go get water and come back? Is this game setting up some kind of sick and twisted joke? I would kind of be shocked if it wasn't. Honestly, like the game's humor kind of does have like a similar sort of edge to it, I think, as like some of the Dragon Quest stuff. It's hitting me that she just splashed him. The puzzles too, right? Like they do this whole thing, right? Like of reading the sign to have to like interact with something behind a pillar, having to like save an NPC through like a humorous circumstance, and then learn that you have to like backtrack and do something kind of esoteric to progress, right? Okay, I went and got more water because I thought that we were extinguishing like fires. I didn't realize we were just doing Pepe Le Pew torches, right? But like, it's like when in Dragon Quest you like talk to an NPC and they're like, hey, fucking, there's a thing on the ground 2 steps above the well in this other town, right? That kind of thing. It has a similar vibe to that. I guess what I'm just trying to say is that this is a very art dink coded game. No. What? You're just fucked? You're just fucked if you fall in the water. That sucks. Oh my god. Like, surely we're gonna get an item before too long that will let us swim, because I feel like there's no reason to have such an elaborate failing to swim animation unless that's what's going down. Man, there was a path like way back there that I mean, it's happened a couple times in this dungeon, right? What? What a load of shit. It's happened a couple times in this dungeon where there's been like, what do I do? So I can't go back down here. I can't go over there. I can't go in that pipe. If I come over here, I get sucked into there and then I get shocked. What am I missing here? I can't swim up. Is it like something fucking stupid? I can't unequip stuff. I thought maybe it was like, oh, your equipment's weighing you down so you can't swim. But that doesn't seem to be anything like that. I have a bucket of water. There's no fires or anything to put out. Can't swim. If I'm in the water... Okay, so call Pepalagoo and hope that he actually fucking shows up. Fucking piece of shit. He won't come fast enough. Okay, we like have to struggle. We have to hold up to struggle to stay in the water long enough. Oh my god. To stay in the water long enough for Pepalagoo to show up. This game's just weird. Okay, so he just breathes automatically. Don't throw anything in without good reason.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was just plain cute. Yeah, literally, this is the fucking guy. This is literally the fucking guy who is in the house in town. That's literally how this is gonna work. We're gonna defeat the wizards one by one, and as a result, slightly less of their house will be obstructed, and then we'll just take the fucking emblems from under their noses that led us into the actual levels. That's so stupid. I love it. Cool dude. Wham. This is weird. Okay. Yeah, there's no way that this fight is over. Oh, dude, it's Scuttlebug. It's Scuttlebug Mario. This game is not tough. Yeah, I have to assume that both of those, or no, just the one. I only missed one in the sanctuary itself. It had to have been on one of those paths that I didn't take. Oh well. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this little guy. That's literally me. That's literally me. That's some little dude. This is like some fucking Spark the Electric Jester type shit, you know? This is a little scruggly to follow Spark around. This would be like Spark's fucking like Virgil or some shit. Oh, I love this guy. This guy's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I think that we're about halfway through the game, you know? So we'll see if the game goes on an upward or downward trajectory next time that we play it. But like at this point, even though I think that there are some mechanically weird or lame sort of elements of it, like with all that looping around and pick a path type stuff, I still think that like this game has so much charm that like I can't help but kind of love it anyway. But I think that we're at the end of it for now. I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. It's just about time for me to start making lunch. So I think that this is where we're gonna call it, and maybe next week we'll finish this game, or maybe check out another like indie game next week and do this the following week. We'll see what we do. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for now. And maybe again, aside from like what game we'll play, I still want to make some adjustments to just sort of the way that the stream is set up, with like the starting soon, or the, you know, having an ending or a BRB screen. I think I did say last time that I wanted to make some changes to the character, like that I didn't think I was such a huge fan of the pizza slice mouth, that I wanted to maybe like make little accessories or different clothes for like streaming different games. But there is also the matter of I got a haircut recently, and this character like kind of it's not so far off, but like the character like is less representative of my current hairstyle than it was when I made it. But in any case, you know, we'll see as time goes on. But for now, if you're watching on YouTube, comment, favorite, subscribe, like, or even dislike. Just show that you care in the boxes down there. But seriously, goodbye.